You got cap in your raps. Why be a straight when I catch him is that?
You ain't even take no flower to this man. But I guarantee you ain't take not one flower to this man. I ain't even got nothing to do with the situation, man. Stop playing with me, son. I don't want no problem with you. Stay the out my way or get it done, man. Stop the like I said, man.
If you want to talk to us, tell us what happened.
As soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs.
Yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Great news came out in NBA YoungBoy's case as the judge shared updates before his new release date, which was originally announced. YoungBoy has accepted a plea deal in the federal firearm case. As part of the deal, he will be sentenced to 27 months in prison with credit for any time served in pretrial detention, followed by 5 years of federal probation. Although the judge had a change of heart during sentencing, the court day turned chaotic when a YoungBoy fan hacked into the court hearing's sound system.
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
YoungBoy entered the courtroom laughing and smiling about the hacker who shouted support for him. The sentencing began with a description of his charges, explaining that on March 10, 2021, YoungBoy was arrested and charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and 1 count of possession of a firearm without registration. Law enforcement found YoungBoy recording a music video in a residential neighborhood. He and several friends were playing loud music, dancing on the hood of a car, and waving firearms. A concerned older lady down the street called the police. When officers arrived, they quickly recognized YoungBoy and arrested him, as they already had a long documented history with him.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, that was shown. And it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him. And then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a gun in a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws, as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood, are extremely unfair and extremely punitive. And we need to take a good, long look on what's going on there.
As everything unfolded, YoungBoy's cameraman realized he couldn't risk being caught with footage of firearms due to YoungBoy's probation. He tried to delete the footage, but law enforcement seized the camera before he could. Unfortunately for YoungBoy, the camera contained multiple images of him holding a firearm. His lawyers argued that the police had taken the camera illegally, but that argument didn't hold up in court, as announced. YoungBoy has lost his appeal with the feds, and now prosecutors can use footage of him holding firearms to convict him.
Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what? We have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, YoungBoy's got a couple of options. 1, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. 2, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve, and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a fed.
This ultimately led to his sentencing date, where the report was presented. The judge gave YoungBoy a positive message, stating that he had been robbed of his talent and potential, likely due to his addiction. The judge wished him the best of luck once he's out of prison in the future.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, if I could be excused.
You may.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
His case was officially closed with the announcement that YoungBoy would serve 27 months in jail and 60 months of probation. However, days later, his lawyer revealed new findings that could potentially get him released. The lawyer shared, "We finally wrapped up YoungBoy's case. He got 23 months, but with credit on another case, he should be out in 3 or 4 months." Despite this progress, YoungBoy still faces another crime. A few years ago, he skipped a court date, leading to a warrant for his arrest. The FBI began staking out his mansion in Louisiana and followed him when he finally drove out. As soon as YoungBoy noticed he was being followed, he pulled over on the highway but then sped off as the officer stepped out of his car. In the middle of rush hour, YoungBoy ran into traffic and veered onto regular streets, driving for a while before ditching his car and taking off on foot. This wasn't his best move, as he was wearing designer shoes, skinny jeans, a jacket, and chains, which made it harder to outrun the officers. During the chase, YoungBoy ended up in a fan's backyard, and photos of him fleeing surfaced online. However, the foot chase didn't last long, as he was quickly surrounded by police and arrested.
If you want to talk to us, tell us what happened or
As soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs. Okay, but
Yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm properly if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
okay. All right, give us a second, okay?
Okay, no one in statement.
Hey, no one give a statement.
So, any statement, any voluntary statement?
No, sir. Mr.
No,
Martinez, I don't want to give a statement. I don't want to be.
For everything he did that day, YoungBoy was charged with speed racing, resisting arrest, and several other offenses. He deliberately did everything he could to escape the feds. Fortunately for YoungBoy, his millions allowed him to hire top lawyers who managed to secure him a bond.
YoungBoy out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor, but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a YoungBoy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts, he's looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and law, and the way the laws are applied vary somewhat from state to state, from circuit. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release YoungBoy.
During the trial, prosecutors dug up everything they could on YoungBoy, highlighting that since 2019, he had been starting beefs with almost every rapper in the game while also self-snitching in his lyrics. One major conflict was with NLE Choppa. Initially, Choppa supported YoungBoy during his arrest for the chase, even releasing a song titled Free YoungBoy. However, Choppa changed his stance after YoungBoy's behavior regarding King Von's passing. YoungBoy released the hit song Bring the Hook, where he dissed all of O-Block and mocked King Von's death. This caused a stir in the rap scene, with DJ Academic saying, "YoungBoy on Demon Time right now, and he's dropping another tape." King Von's friend, Lil Reese, responded, "That ain't no Demon Time. He just rapping like the rest of these rappers, all rap." Choppa agreed with Lil Reese, saying, "I stamp that," making it clear he no longer sided with YoungBoy. When YoungBoy realized Choppa wasn't on his side, he got upset and dissed him in his lyrics. I bet your mom will be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements and choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. However, Choppa went on DJ Academic's podcast to speak about the beef.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him. When, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
Which is when we also saw him appear on DJ Vlad to talk about it more.
When you heard that, what'd you think?
It was funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. It's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice bars.
YoungBoy wasn't taking anything from anyone. If he disagreed with someone, he'd do whatever he could to tear them down. This led to a situation between YoungBoy and JayDaYoungan. The two were initially cool with each other, as Jay was another rapper from Louisiana. He even shared his thoughts on YoungBoy.
Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
The two even dropped a collab song titled Up With Me, but their friendship didn't last long. JayDaYoungan leaked a snippet of an unreleased YoungBoy song on Instagram, which made YoungBoy angry. He quickly commented saying, "Delete this now. I don't know how you even got my song. I don't mess around like that." Jay took this as disrespect and responded, saying he wouldn't let anyone disrespect him.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me.
Jay further responded to YoungBoy by rapping in his track, addressing the situation and expressing his feelings about the disrespect. "You put that comment on my post and they laughed about it, but I was laughing when your baby mama was on me." Photos revealed that Jay had been hanging around one of YoungBoy's baby mamas, which led YoungBoy to try to catch Jay lacking in the streets.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh,